when it came to the Most High's name, instead of putting the proper vowel signs around it, in most cases, they put other vowel signs to remind the reader to say Adonai. So instead of them letting you read it the way it is, they said, instead of putting the proper vowel sounds around it, instead of doing that, they did whatever they wanted to do, basically. They didn't care. And on top of that, that's a contradiction. Because they say they got the name, they said, you got the name from Yahweh, right? Was it that or was it Adonai? Where did you get the name Jehovah from? Where did you get it from? Adonai or YHWH? Because that's a contradiction right here too. Make up your mind. But the people that read this are usually the ones that are really, really, really seeking the Lord, or being woken up. And they'll accept anything that you give them. Because they're just tired of being slaves and minorities and Negroes. Even I was tired of it. I went into the book of the dead first, thinking I was Egyptian like everybody was telling me. I ain't no Egyptian. I'm not from the land of Canaan. I'm not from that tribe. From this came the spelling of Yahuwah. So they got 3 different names out of 4 consonants. 3 names out of 4 consonants. Jehovah, Yahweh, and Yahuwah. All these names came from 4 consonants. And then they got Adonai, so that's 5. 4. What are they doing? How can you tell me you took 4 consonants and made a whole name? It makes no sense at all. From this came the spelling Yahuwah, and eventually Jehovah became the accepted pronunciation of the divine name in English. What about Hebrew, where you translated the name from? What about the Hebrews? We run around here, if we are Gentiles, and the Hebrews is the chosen people, and we reading out their book, wouldn't you care to find out who they are? It doesn't make any sense. We got some people come over here and learn English just to make money. But when they find out that the Bible was translated from Hebrew, they will not learn Hebrew. Because it ain't about money. It's about your salvation, and your salvation obviously to you don't matter. Wake up. And then, man, they sure do have a lot of graven images in this watchtower. They got the Tetragrammaton in France, and Bourges Cathedral again in France, another church in La Cala-de-Noël in France, church in Digny, southern France, church in Sao Paulo, Brazil, Strasbourg Cathedral in France, St. Mark Cathedral, Venice, Italy. All of these people are Gentiles. All of them. Heathens. That's what Gentile means. Heathen. And the same people that will tell you Catholics worship wrong, you have them all in their books and their publications telling you that this is the name of the Most High according to what? Not according to the Hebrew text. They don't even use the word God. The name is Elohim. And it signifies more than one. It signifies powers. That's what Elohim means. Powers. Because it was not just the Most High. It was His Son. If you go into the Bible, you'll realize Christ created you. Christ created everything on earth. The Most High made the earth, the stars, the heavens. And He turned it over to His Son. It says in the Bible, no man has heard the voice of the Most High or seen His shape. So everyone was dealing with Christ. Everyone. Christ is your Alpha and your Omega. And it's crazy, the same people telling you don't be a Catholic is using their churches and their examples of a triangle. What is this triangle? You put two of these triangles together and you got a 6-pointed star. That is a hexagram. A triangle pointing up is the male organ. A triangle pointing down is the female organ. It also symbolizes heaven and earth. It was brought to you by the Jewish Masoretes. The same people today that are Kabbalists. The same people that gave you the white Christ and crosses. The same people. When they tell me what I'm preaching is hate. When they put everybody gotta be Caucasian over you. And that's not hatred. They drug you over here through a slave ship, and that's not hatred. They want to shoot you up with an H1N1 vaccine. That's the disease. And that's not hatred. Come on now. If anybody loved you, they would be out here risking their lives to tell you what is wrong with every religion. Every religion is wrong. Show me where it says to be any of them in the Bible, and I'll convert today. Bring me a pastor to speak to so that I can show him and he can show me, and we can have a dialogue on this microphone in front of the cameras so that people can see that what your pastors and preachers is telling you is lies. What these churches and kingdom halls is telling you is lies. Lies. All of it. Some of it. But a majority of it is lies. The only thing you can keep is Christ and the Most High. And the Bible. That's the only thing that's true. Christ came and died for your sins. Shed his blood. That's what he did it for. But he came for the lost sheep of Israel. He didn't come for the lost sheep of the Gentiles. Wake up. Show me in the Bible where it says Christ came for the lost sheep of the Gentiles. Show me that. Show me where a Gentile turned around and started teaching the word. In the Bible, that is. Show me that. Show me where Christ went into a Gentile and sent him out. He sent his children to preach the word to the Gentiles so that they can also gain some of the promise. Excuse me, they're not gaining the promise, they're gaining grace. We will always have the promise. We will always have the promise. The Gentiles were just brought into us so that we can be jealous, so that maybe we might come back to the Most High. That's what it says in the scriptures. Let's see what they get the name Yahweh and why they keep it. Let's see what's going on with that now.